with their quarterback despite reports that Cleveland were briefly in the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes. General Manager Andrew Berry re-expressed the Browns' faith in Baker. Listen to this.
We obviously felt comfortable with Baker, have felt comfortable with Baker for a long period of time. Baker, over the past year, has shown an enormous amount of growth. I think that's both on the field and then, quite honestly, off the field as well. So we are excited.
3 former players on the screen, no moderator, so you're going to get the pure, uncut dope. Bucky Brooks and Greg Jennings are back, so Greg, you buying the Browns are comfortable with Baker?
I am buying that they are comfortable with Baker Mayfield. And with the general manager doubling down, I mean, you got to double down once you make the decision to agree to that 5th-year option and say, you know what, this is our guy. You need to be out front showing the confidence, even if it's not fully there, and the belief that this is our guy. And the reason why he's their guy is because of the coach, Kevin Stefanski. He was able to allow Baker to do things that we didn't see him do year 1, year 2, when the coaching was up and down and in flux. But you give him a support system that is going to bring out the best and not ask him to do above and beyond, then you have who Baker Mayfield is. Now he can truly mature and grow into the elite quarterback if it's in him to be that. So I do believe that they've been comfortable with Baker Mayfield, because if you're not comfortable with the guy, you're not going to guarantee that 5th-year option the way that they did, and you're not going to double down and say, this is our guy. So I do believe that the Cleveland Browns are comfortable with Baker Mayfield. And it helps when your defense is that good as well.
Oh, Greg, you let me down. Talking about, they double down on him. Well, if you double down, single down on Baker, only one thing in common. You down on Baker. Like when you were a baller, I ain't need no general manager out there saying, you know what, Marcellus Wiley, yeah, we comfortable with. What? You can't even say nothing. Yeah, you're comfortable with me. You see me play, damn it. So when they start doubling down, it's already a sign that, things ain't good. Come on, Greg, let's be real about this. They ain't comfortable with this dude. What relationship is being comfortable a compliment? Greg, you look at me and say, hey, man, you married Anna Marie, your 6-year anniversary coming up. You love Anna Marie. How's it going? I was like, yeah, I'm real comfortable with her. She's comfortable with me. You be like, hey, brother, that's all you got for Dog, they exposing Baker out there. Talking about the 5th-year option got picked up. It was cheap. Dog, ain't nobody gonna look at Baker Mayfield and say he ain't worth $18 million. Of course you're gonna pick that up, but where's the long-term deal, homie? Where the ring at? You're not putting a ring on him yet because you wanna wait and see how comfortable you are with him going forward. Man, y'all better stop with this. I got so much more on here. Here's my worst part about this. Don't lie to me, man. I played before. And the good part about my career, I didn't think so at the time, but now I love it, is that I actually was the guy that when I got drafted, they're like, why y'all draft a nerd from Ivy League? And then I climbed up the mountain, and then I was the man, and then I fell all the way down that damn mountain. And I got all perspective. I got when the general manager and the head coach and everybody sitting there in the team meeting, and direct eye contact was with me. They talking about the team, and they just looking at me. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm the team, damn it. And I also know there were times where I'm like, yoo-hoo, I'm here, hi, and they looking at me like, please, man, get out the way. You just a body in this room. Point being, I know the difference between the real and the fake. They faking it. They comfortable with them, but they ain't in love with them.
It's funny that you brought it up, Marcellus, because you talked about relationships and stuff like that. You know what Baker Mayfield is to them? He's a sweatpants. He's the sweatpants that your lady puts on when you're used to showing up at her house, and she used to have the heels and the skirt and all that on. But the day you knocked on the door at the apartment and she shows up with the sweatpants on, Baker Mayfield's the sweatpants, dog. He's officially letting you know, hey, dog, I'm real comfortable. No, but they ain't really trying to get it. So what Andrew Berry is telling you is, Baker Mayfield, he's our sweatpants. If we can find something nicer, we'd go with it. But right now, I'm okay with it because I know it's all right. So it's a situation where Baker Mayfield this year has to show them that he can be the dude. Yes. That he can be the guy that can go toe-to-toe against a top quarterback in the AFC. And when we think about those quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, if he plays, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Derek Carr even, can Baker Mayfield go toe-to-toe with those guys and for us on the outside to say Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback on the field. That's what Andrew Berry wants to see. Because if Baker Mayfield does that, then he'll get all the money that he can stomach and stand. But if he can't do that, then the Browns are going to continue to kind of play this dance where they say, hey, we're comfortable with him, but they're going to look for more.
Yeah, but Bucky, he did do that. When we last saw Baker Mayfield, the team lost against the Super Bowl contending former Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, and Baker Mayfield had a great showing, an excellent showing. He was not at all the reason why they lost that game. If anything, he was the reason why they were in that game and had a chance to win that game. And so I think when you look at Baker Mayfield and his maturation process, it doesn't look like the Josh Allens of the world and things like that. And I think he's going to always be compared to those guys because that's just the way we do it. But Baker Mayfield is on a different path. He's with a different team, the organization that went defense, supported with defense, and then had to build up and support what they had at the quarterback position. So, yes, they are comfortable. And, yes, he may be the sweatpants. But guess what? Every single last one of us has sweatpants. Every single last one of us has sweatpants because we enjoy being comfortable. Matter of fact, if I were to pan the camera down right now, we probably all have sweatpants. So, now, we all enjoy being comfortable. But what the Cleveland Browns are doing with Baker Mayfield, they're saying, yes, he, just like everybody else, is going to need to prove that he is our guy long term. That's why we haven't put that long contract together and put a ring on it, as you alluded to, Marcellus. But if he continues to play the way he's playing, yeah, he's our guy. No doubt. He has nothing to worry about. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Man, stop it. Boy, I love being married. I know it was weird when I was getting married because everybody tells you how bad it is. They don't tell you the positives of marriage, the stability. Those Wednesday nights you used to be out in the clubs and bored. Now I'm at home just chilling with my wife and looking at my little kids. I'm like, this is amazing. And the best part about marriage that applies to this subject is, oh, you ain't got to do all that excessive reaffirmation. Like when I was dating, I had to every day tell you, oh, I'm thinking of you. Every day, oh, you cool, oh, you fresh. When you get married, you're like, you already know that, right? Because I'm still here, damn it. And she knows it as well. That's how you feel. Baker, all this excessive reaffirmation just lets me know you ain't they boo-boo, baby. Here's the thing. Andrew, forget about what Andrew Berry's saying. I'm going to get to you in a second, Andrew Berry. I hate when people be lying. Stop lying. Baker Mayfield should want more from Andrew Berry. He should want more than y'all comfortable with me. Think about it. If somebody came on record and said, I'm comfortable with what Greg does, what Bucky does, you'd be like, comfortable? You need to give me a better description of what I'm out here doing in terms of effort. But now, let me box Andrew Berry in. I never met the man. I'll look forward to meeting you, too, so you can take this back. You said, yeah, you've been comfortable with Baker Mayfield for a while. What's a while? Baker Mayfield first year up here, second year down here, last year up here, but he wasn't the driving force. What's a while? Oh, Andrew Berry, you know what you're doing? Kwame Brown talks about this. You're talking yourself into some quicksand right now. You've been comfortable with Baker Mayfield when he just had 300 yards or more in 2 of the 18 games last year, only 2? You comfortable with Baker Mayfield when he was 24th in passing yards per game? You comfortable with Baker Mayfield when over the last 3 years, only Jameis Winston has more interceptions? You more comfortable with Baker Mayfield that since he's been in the league,